Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aranitri Ananda, and I will present my thesis outline. My title is about developing worksheet for a 10th grade student at vocational school majoring tourism. In the chapter 1, this is the introduction. In the background, I read about the reason why I developed this worksheet. The reason why I developed this worksheet is because the worksheet that used by a student in the vocational school is not relevant or it's irrelevant with the student needs because the student in the vocational school has the same material or worksheet with the student in the senior high school. However, their needs it's also different. The vocational school is needed for their work field, but the senior high school is not need that. So the word so because of that, it will prevent the student to develop the skill to communicate in English, written or spoken. And I read in this, moreover, this the worksheet and also the worksheet that used by teacher is not enough to fulfill student needs. The worksheet that used is not relevant with the book and also the need for the student. And actually, in my chapter 1, I will write about the from the general to specific. From general, I will write about the material and also what is the problem in that school, and I will briefly explain it about the worksheet. What exactly worksheet in there? And to the specific, it is more like the reason why I wrote this and also where is the school, what happened in that school. And this is my background. It's more like I read in this, it's more like the problem in there. So how I solved the problem. For the problem of the study, I also brought the same with the background. And the problem of the study is the worksheet that used is not based on their needs. The worksheet is not complete with exercise that can enhance students' knowledge. And moreover, material used by the teacher tend to differ from the situation that student face in the reality or in their real life. Their real life is for to the work field, so they need the English for the work field. Moreover, they are from the tourism, so they have to face like foreigner or something else. And also, the student usually given by teacher the learning materials that involve the authentic and means the student's culture and context. So, in the I will explain it later. And the research question, there are two questions in there. The first is more like the student needs, and the second is the worksheet that's suitable. So I will say this. What are the worksheets that do student needs at vocational school 2 majoring tourism in Jambi? And the second is what are the English worksheets that are suitable for 10th grade student at vocational school 2 major tourism to develop their English skill? So I will answer that two research question. For the fourth is the purpose of the research, to answer the research problem. So I will uh, answer this purpose. The first is to find out the student needs, and the second is to develop effective English material. So the first is more like student needs, to know the student needs, and the second as after I know the student needs, so I will develop the material, which is worksheet. And the limitation in here, The writer will limit the research in order to investigate and solve the problem clearly and accurately due to limitation of time and budgeting and finance. The writer conducts the research only into three phases. There are need analysis, intersectional design, material, and formative evaluation. The study focusing on the developing English material for 10th grade students. And the significance is that the study will give contribution in education, particularly in material development. And this is review of related literature. In the continue my review of literature. Since I want to develop the worksheet for the student in the vocational school, so I consider about to write about the student teaching English in vocational school. So I cited from Reswari um in her book, in her notebook, in her journal, and also for this vocational school, it considered as the specific purpose. Moreover, it is for the tourism, so it is considered as the ESP. It is I cited from Anthony and Hutchinson and Waters. And need analysis, as we know, is need analysis the first step to design the material. And for C, I wrote about the reading theory. There are several things in here, like the definition, the type of reading, and reading comprehension, level of reading, and so and just that. I cited from Harrison and Brown. There are several things that proposed by Brown. The type of reading, the first is perceptive reading, selective, interactive, extensive. And this is reading comprehension. I cited from Klinger, Fanghan, and Brotman in 2007. And also level of reading, I also cited from the journal. And also I cited from Brown and Levinson, Brown book. And in here there are worksheet development, the definition of worksheet, type of worksheet, and also criteria and step to develop. Actually, the criterion of worksheet I cited from Iksan and Handayani and also Tomlinson. Actually, in Tomlinson, he stated about the good material. So I worksheet consider as the material. So I consider it to use the Tomlinson theory to to have a criterion of good worksheet. And this is the step to develop worksheet. And this is authentic task because I want to make the authentic task for the student. Authentic task is the real world challenge that the student can use in their daily life. It's more like like speaking or something that it's not stated in the material, but it's more like the real world situation. Maybe student need to be guide to be tour guide. So I in that there is an instruction about that, or maybe like the reading passage about that. And this is the research method. Since it is a development research and development or developmental research, so I will use AD in here. AD. AD is analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. This is the step of AD. There are five step. And research procedure. The research will be conducted in 10th grade student at SMK, Negeri 2 Jambi, that taking tourism. And the procedure is like this. need analysis, planning, design materials, material evaluation, and revising. And for instrument, I will use questionnaire and document and use document from that school. It's like the syllabus that used by teacher and also curriculum K-13 for vocational school and validation sheet and data collection and data analysis. Thank you so much for your attention to my presentation. I need your suggestion, comment, and question. You can ask my ask question for this. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.